kind of easing us into it, which is good. We didn't know what to expect. We're going to do a lot of conditioning or what, but it was fun. We got out, get around the guys, work out a little, and run around a little bit.
What did the coaches tell you when you came in? What's the message to you today? What are they saying?
Just getting acclimated back to being at the facility. Nothing really intense today. We were kind of just talking to our coaches a little bit, just getting. Nothing, no, we're not going straight into like game plan stuff or anything like that. Just getting back to the coaches and getting with our strength coach Cedric and doing some weight stuff and doing a little bit of running, just getting out on the field, and nothing too serious. It's more just kind of easing us into, I guess, when we really start, I guess, Sunday with our physicals and things like that.
Did they tell you anything about fullback or tight end?
No, they haven't. They haven't really told me anything. Of course, I'm just ready to do whatever. I'm not, I'm just trying to get on the field any way I can with tight end and fullback stuff, and they haven't mentioned to me whether I'm going to be doing either or. They kind of just said, just like last year, no both of them, no tight end and fullback, and I guess a lot of it's going to have to do with free agency and who all we bring in here, and whether we get Vontae back or not. And so I'm open to whatever. I'm going to no fullback and no tight end, and when we go into that first day of camp and we actually get out there, then I guess whether I do both or just one or what, I'll be open to whatever and just. Hopefully just working to try to get on the field more often.
How's it feel to be back in here?
Feels great. All the uncertainty of the lockout, now we know we're going to start on time and we're not going to miss any preseason games. So it feels good to get that behind us now, and now we can really move forward and start focusing on the season and getting everybody in the building, get everybody acclimated to our new defense and the new kind of wrinkles we're going to put in offensively. It's it's back to football now and back to getting ready for that Monday night preseason game. Is going to be a lot of fun, I think, against the Jets, but looking at the big picture, making the team and then getting ready for the Colts the first game of the season.
You're still worried about making the team?
Absolutely. I mean, well, this year it's even harder. There's 90 guys coming in training camp, and then we're going to cut down to 53. So they're not making it easy for us. The more guys they bring in, the more guys you got to beat out. And then, I think I saw the day that we signed a whole bunch of undrafted free agents, which is it's great. There's going to be a lot of opportunities to make the team from a lot of different guys, but I hope to be one of those 53 when the last cut comes.
As long as Vontae's not here, are you vying? Are you thinking I'm going to be the starting fullback here?
Yeah, that's in my mind. I'm thinking I want to get on the field, so I always think because you're always a couple plays away regardless. So I'm not naive. I've seen the different things going on in the offseason. If Vontae doesn't come back, I'll be prepared to be that guy at fullback, and if he does come back, I'm still going to be pushing him to be the starting fullback or the starting tight end or whatever they ask. But yeah, in my mind, I'm ready to be starting whatever they ask. If it's fullback, tight end, but I'm ready to go, and hopefully I'll get opportunities. Even if it's at fullback, great. I'll be excited and I'll be ready to go, and it'll be a great opportunity for me to get out there and to get on the field and hopefully make plays.
Physically, what do you need to do differently to prepare to be a fullback as opposed to a tight end?
I mean, yeah, it's a little different because you're coming downhill on linebackers a lot of times from the backfield, so you're not more online blocking. But, I think I've gotten bigger in the offseason. I think it's going to help out just being more durable because you're going to come downhill hitting linebackers a lot more. And just, getting used to hitting linebackers and running my feet and, keep moving because tight end's a little different when you're on the line of scrimmage compared to fullback. I've been doing it the last 2 years. I haven't been doing a ton, but in practice and in training camp, when we get into preseason games, I played, my rookie year, I played the entire game at fullback and tight end. And so I'm fairly familiar with doing it. Obviously you always can get better, and if I can, the more work I get at it, the better I'm going to get.
How much bigger are you this year?
I weighed in at 248 today. That's without shoes and stuff on, so I've gained probably 10 to 15 pounds since last year. It felt good. I felt we ran a little today. I felt fine running, and you know how hot it is out here. You can always lose weight pretty fast if I need be, but I feel good, big, and I'm going to try to stay a little bigger. Just makes you durable. The bigger you are, and the harder it is to move, and you can withstand more.
Did they give you a plan for the next?
The morning, being able to be allowed back into this place and seeing all you guys.
Yeah, I woke up I think 5:30 this morning, ready to go. You're excited, it feels just like first day of school or first day of a new job or whatever, because you haven't seen a lot of these guys for so long, since January, that you can't come in here and talk to the people. So it's just you're excited to get in, and then once it's exciting now because we haven't gotten into the grind of training camp, and you forget how hard it is when you go into that training camp. But it's part of the game. You got to do it to get ready. So it's fun now. But once we actually get out there with pads on and we're practicing, that's when it's serious, and you're competing for a job. And like I said, there's 90 guys out there on our team, and so we're on the same team, but we're all going to be fighting too to get a spot.
What advice would you give a guy like JJ who wasn't able to go through any OTAs, mini camps? Everything's accelerated now. The patience level, I would think, won't be there as much as maybe in the past.
Yeah, I mean,
what would you tell him?
For guys like JJ and our rookies who are going to come in, and our undrafted free agents especially coming in, and our veteran free agents are going to sign as well, it's going to be tough for them because they're going to have to learn the whole system so fast. They don't have the OTAs and the mini camps to get to understand our system. And I know their head's going to be spinning a little bit, but you can't think too much. I would just say, I mean, it's going to be hard to pick up everything right away. So you can't be thinking out there too much and trying to make sure you're doing everything right. You got to play full speed, and you kind of learn as you go. That's kind of remembering back to my rookie year. You got so much on your plate. You're trying to know all the plays, but you still just got to go out there and play football. Once the ball snapped, it's still just football. So you just got to kind of put that behind you a little bit, even though you're a little uncertain sometimes. Just just go out there and play hard.
Have they given you a plan for the next 4 days until camp actually begins?
Yeah, they've given us a little schedule that we have to come in and with our weights and with Cedric, I don't know if what actually we're going to do working out and running wise, but we have meetings with our our position coaches or our offensive coaches, and we're going to have special teams meetings and meet with our I think we're going to have a team meeting tomorrow morning with Coach Kubiak, and we'll learn a lot more I think tomorrow once Kubiak talks to us and tells us what he has planned from now until Sunday. But I'm sure we're going to do as much as we possibly can, and we're allowed to do between now and when training camp starts. We can't practice obviously, but we're going to do whatever we can to hopefully give us some kind of an edge going into training camp. And it just gets used to get familiar with the plays again and get in front of our coaches and get your bodies right and get ready for the training camp.
To run with. We're still kind of pissed off.
I say we completely understand. We were mad ourselves. We were locked out as well, the players. But it's I understand with the whole time that there was really nothing going on. They didn't have there was no OTAs and no mini camp but I just say that thanks for sticking with us, and the season's going to be here now. I know we missed the Hall of Fame game, but there are going to be games coming up soon. These next coming up weeks, and so we're happy that we're going to be playing all of our preseason games and the regular season, and hopefully once we get going again, the fans won't be too mad. I know they're mad, but hopefully once we're going to get everything done, so hopefully that'll fix it a little bit. I know they may still have a little bit of animosity, but hopefully most of it's fixed.
Did it feel weird after being months away from the place coming in this morning?
Yeah, it felt strange. You're not used to driving up in our parking lot like we usually do, and I was the first one here actually. I'm happy to say I was the first player here today, and just you get to the door and you don't even know how to open the door because you don't know what the code is anymore. They've changed it on you, so I just stood there for a while until somebody finally let me in, opened it up. But yeah, it feels strange, and then you go into there and then they got new carpet down like I was saying, and they've done a lot of nice things for us. Mr. McNair has done some nice things around our facility, so it felt weird coming in, just seeing everything different. But at the same time, once you got going a little bit, I think it's back to normal once we started working out and meetings and stuff.
James, what time did you come in?
I came in early. I woke up early, but I think we technically couldn't start till like 9 o'clock. So I was here like 9 when we started, getting in and doing some things.
But the door was open for you.
It was the main door was open. I got into here, but then the actual code to get into our locker room was. They always keep it like that. We just took. We got to remember what the code is, or if they change it or not.
James, what